Good evening, students. It's Miss Shockley. The next video that we're doing covers forces. We'll talk about balanced and unbalanced forces as well as work. And here's just a quick reminder of what a force is, because you did cover this before the 8th grade. A force is a push or a pull, and we measure force in newtons. Forces, all forces that exert on an object at the same time your net force is the result of all of these combinations. So when we have a net force that is greater than 0, we have an unbalanced force. If the net force is equal to 0, we have a balanced force. When we're looking at net force, if we look at the amount of force from both sides of an object, you can see whether it is balanced or unbalanced. To figure out the net force here with the students that are playing tug of war, on this side we have 300 newtons that the students are pulling amount of force, and on this side it's 300 newtons. This would be considered a balanced force. It's balanced because the net force equals 0. Below here we have this team is pulling at 400 newtons. This team is pulling at 300 newtons. So we have a difference of 100 newtons, and any amount more than 0 equals an unbalanced force. So what are balanced and unbalanced forces? A balanced force produces no change in motion. When the forces applied to an object produce a net force of 0, then the forces are balanced. Balanced forces do not cause a non-moving object to start moving, and furthermore, balanced forces will not cause change in the motion of a moving object. An unbalanced force produces a change in motion. A net force on an object is greater than 0. When the net force of an object is not 0, the force on the object are unbalanced, and unbalanced forces produce a change in motion. Work. Work is done when a force moves an object over a distance in the direction of the force. So if I'm at the grocery store and I'm pushing my cart down the aisle, and I'm walking in the direction down the aisle and pushing the basket in the same direction, I am doing work on the basket because the force and the motion are in the same direction. As I leave work in the evening, as I carry my bag, I am walking out to my car. The direction of the force of me leaving and the lift I have, the force and the motion are not the same, so no work is done. Friction and gravity are considered to be unbalanced forces because they will cause something or force something to stop or slow down. So due to that, they are both considered to be unbalanced forces. So here's a quick summary of forces. Balanced forces have no change in movement. So their net force is 0. So 3 newtons working against each other. They can also be pulling away from each other also. Unbalanced forces create movement. So the net force is always more than 0. Please make sure that you review everything. If you see it, write it down. If you hear it, you need to listen to it and write down the important information. You will need to relate this information to the lab we do on Thursday this week. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.